characters, incidents, names, and situations used in this story are fictitious. The resemblance to any person living or dead is purely coincidental. The following video contains some horror elements and suitable for a mature audience, 16 plus. This channel and video is not for kids.
Hello friends, I'm Aryan, and welcome to our channel Midnight Horror Stories, where you get to hear true and scary ghost stories. In our channel you will get to hear true and scary stories every Tuesday and Saturday. But before starting the story, all the friends who have come to this channel for the first time, please subscribe to the channel, and if you like the story, then definitely introduce yourself in the comment section. Then let's do not take much time and start our story quickly. Today I have brought you another very scary story. This is the story of a boy who was studying in his college. But at the same time, he was also doing an internship in a company so that he could get some money and he could also get some skills. But then, he embarked on a path of progress so quickly that there was no bounds. But there was a very big and terrible reason behind this, knowing which you will also be shocked. And this story has been shared with us by one of his colleagues working in that office. Let's get started. So this is the story of Nadeem, who was studying in the third year of BTech. Along with studies, hanging out with friends, having fun, all this was her daily routine. Along with studies, he was also doing an internship in a Delhi-based company. Everything was going well enough that one evening he was called to a meeting. He was well prepared to go to the meeting. He put on an expensive perfume and left. His meeting went very well, and after the meeting, he left for home. It was 11 AM, and the road was a little bit. It was deserted, but Nadeem did not pay much attention to this because boys do not make much difference to them. Moving some further, he saw that some boys were misbehaving with a girl. By the way, most people in Delhi do not care about each other. Even if someone needs help, people don't help them. But Nadeem was here for work. Because of this, if someone asked him for help, he would help him. And as soon as Nadeem saw all this happening in front of him, he could not stay and he came to him and said, "You guys, why are you bothering him? Let's get out of here." Hearing this, one of the boys pushed Nadeem and said angrily, "What do you want to do with this?" At that time, many people were leaving there, but no one was paying attention to them. At the same time, Nadeem grabbed the boy's wrist and twisted it. As soon as this happened, the boy started screaming. Seeing this, his companions got very angry, and the other boy said, "Hey, you are becoming more of a hero, aren't you? Wait, I'll show you." After saying this, they started moving forward to beat Nadeem. But only then did the police. There was the sound of sirens. Hearing this, the four of them panicked and ran away from there. After they left, Nadeem looked at the girl. Fair skin, innocence on her face, sharp eyes, features. She looked like a nymph descended from heaven. For a moment, Nadeem stared at him. But then the next moment he planted himself and said, "Are you okay?" Hearing this, the girl shook her neck in affirmation. Then Nadeem said, "This place is not right. You shouldn't have left so late at night. But let's face it. If you say, I will take you to your house. Let me go." On this, the young woman shook her neck in the affirmative, and then the two of them started walking together. After some time, Nadeem said, "By the way, why did you come out so late at night?" Then the girl said in her sweet voice, "I just came for a little walk, and these people blocked my way." "By the way, how do you get here?" Then Nadeem said, "I work in a company. It was late because it was an important meeting today." While talking, both of them had come to Gautam Nagar. Then the girl said, "My house is near here. You go away now. If my family saw me with you, then I was not happy." Nadeem did not argue much on this and left after saying okay. Nadeem had come home, but he did not know that he had not come alone. Nadeem came home and took a bath and started eating. During this time, his friend called, and in the conversation he said, "Man, today I got a girl. It was very beautiful. Some boys were flirting with him, so I helped him. I wanted to talk to him more, but he came home. Now I don't know if I will get it or not." A boy's voice came from the other side.
"Oh, if that's all. If I liked, I would have taken his phone number. Maybe your conversation would have gone further." Hearing this, Nadeem said, "That's what I wanted, but maybe she was a little scared because of what just happened to her. But let's face it, if our meeting is written, then we will definitely meet, or else I will try to forget it as a beautiful dream." After talking for a while, Nadeem fell asleep. Late at night, he suddenly woke up. He felt as if someone was staring at him, so he also turned on the light. But he didn't see anyone there. Seeing this, he turned off the light and tried to sleep again. After a while, he felt someone stroking his face. Seeing this, he suddenly sat up. But as soon as this happened, the touch of the unknown person also disappeared. Seeing this, Nadim started trying to sleep again. This time, he didn't seem to have any such impressions, after which he fell asleep and fell asleep. The next morning, he went to the bathroom to take a shower, and while brushing there, he noticed himself in the mirror. He noticed that there were scarlet marks on his neck. When Nadim touched him, he found that he was missing the marks easily. Seeing this, he could not understand what had hit his neck, but when he did not get the answer to his questions, he left it and focused on his work again. Ready, he left for the office. He was leaving his house and going to the office when he saw the same girl on the way. Seeing Nadim, she came to him and said, "You recognize me? I am the one you met yesterday." Hearing this, Nadim smiled and said, "How can anyone forget you? By the way, where are you going?" The girl said, "I was going to college. When I saw you, I thought I would go with you. By the way, you didn't tell your name." Hearing this, Nadim got excited and said, "Yes, I am Nadim. And you?" The girl said, "Yes, I am Rubina." After this, a series of talks started between the two. While talking, Nadim's office arrived. Then Rubina said, "I will wait for you in the evening too." Hearing this, Nadim was very happy and went inside his office. He was feeling quite good today as he started liking Rubina. His attention was turning to Rubina, whose because of this he messed up a bit while working. For this reason, his team leader Pradeep scolded him a little. Nadim apologized for this and said that this will not happen again. After this, his Pradeep did not talk to him about it. At the same time, Nadim is now engaged in correcting his mistake. Because of this, he left his office 15 minutes late. During this time, Rubina was standing outside and waiting for him. Nadim's mood was a bit bad due to being scolded today, but seeing Rubina, her mood became good again. But there was a slight expression of anger on Rubina's face, which Nadim had seen. So he said, "What's the matter? You look very angry. Did your teacher scold you?" On this, Rubina said, "Yes, understand something like that. Admittedly, there was a mistake, but because of this, it was not right to scold." Hearing this, Nadim said, "Look, what has happened cannot be changed, but we can try not to do it again." On this, Rubina said, "Yes, I will also try not to do this again. By the way, how was your day?" On this, Nadim said that everything went well. There was a bit of a mess at work, due to which the holiday was also a bit late, but that's okay. I was a little sad at first, but now it's okay. After this, Rubina did not say anything and then came to Gotham Nagar, and Rubina told him that he should now go home. After this, Nadim returned to his house from there. At the same time, Rubina went straight from there to go somewhere else. That evening, Nadim's team leader Pradeep, who scolded him, was sitting in the bar and drinking. During this time, a beautiful girl came to him. Seeing him, his eyes lit up. At the same time, the girl also started talking to him. After talking for a while, the girl asked him to come with her. What would he have objected to, so he also agreed to it and came out with the girl. He put the girl in his car and started taking her. Meanwhile, he got a call from his wife from his house, on which he said that there is more work today, so he will come home tomorrow. The man often did this, because of which his wife did not ask him anything more and hung up the phone. He then started boasting about himself in front of the girl. While talking, he saw the girl sitting next to him.
When he looked around, he found that the girl was not there. Seeing this, he was very nervous. He stopped the car and started looking at the girl, but he could not find the girl anywhere. At the same time, he heard the girl's voice from behind him. When he looked back, he found that the girl was standing there. Now, before he could ask him anything, the girl pushed him away. During all this, a speeding car was coming from the front, and due to the push, he collided with that vehicle and fell unconscious there. The next morning, Nadim took a bath and got ready and left for the office. During this time, he met Rubina again on the way, and he left for the office with her. It was as if Nadim's wish had been fulfilled, and during this time, Rubina told him that your day in the office will be very good today. I don't think any of your seniors will scold you from today. Hearing this, Nadim did not say anything because he did not pay attention to it. His full attention was on Rubina.
While talking with Rubina, he came to the office and started working. But it was morning to noon, Lamp didn't come to the office. Seeing this, he felt very strange and asked his neighbors about it. Then one of them said, "Hey, Pradeep sir had an accident last night. His life was saved, but the leg bone was broken." Hearing this, Nadeem did not say much because Pradeep was not a very right person. He used to talk very well to the girls but used to insult the boys completely. And even yesterday he had scolded Nadeem a lot for the slightest thing. So Nadeem was thinking to himself that now at least he will be able to work comfortably. Nadeem's day at the office that day was quite a bia. It went well, and in the evening he came with Rubina. Now Nadeem started spending a lot of time with Rubina, because of which he was very happy, but his happiness could not last long. Because one day while leaving the office, the same boys surrounded Nadeem and started beating him. When Rubina came to the rescue, they misbehaved with Rubina. Seeing this, Nadeem got very angry and he ran to kill him in anger. But then they hit Nadeem with sticks and left him half dead and left from there. Nadeem was not at all aware of where he was. When he regained consciousness, he was in the hospital. When he questioned the people present near him, he came to know that some people had brought him to the hospital. He was thinking about this when he thought of Rubina, because she was there at that time, so he was afraid that he might take her to Tapori. Thinking about this, he came out of the hospital and started looking for Rubina. But he could not see Rubina anywhere. Then she remembered that she lived somewhere in Gautam Nagar. Perhaps she went home for fear of her family. Thinking of this, he proceeded towards Gautam Nagar. Heard there was a lot of pain in the body, but he was more worried about Rubina than that. After some time, he reached Gautam Nagar, and on reaching there, he started questioning the people around about Rubina. But the surprising thing here was that no one knew Rubina. Hearing all this, Nadeem started worrying about Rubina even more. And now he would ask someone further. Someone held his hand. When he turned around, he found that it was Rubina. Nadeem was very happy to see Rubina safe in front of him, and he started crying with joy. Seeing this, Rubina said, "How are you now? You fainted that day. I sent you to the hospital with the help of some people and came home because you couldn't stay out for long." Then Nadeem said, "I am fine, and seeing you okay, I am much better than before. They didn't bother you much, did they?" Hearing this, Rubina smiled and said, "They didn't bother me, and after today, they will never be able to bother you again." Hearing this, Nadeem could not understand why she was saying this. But he didn't think much of it because of his condition. It wasn't like that yet. He was not well. So Rubina started bringing him to his house. After some time, when both of them came to his house, Rubina laid him on the bed and brought water for him. It turned from noon to evening and evening to night, but Rubina was not going home. Seeing this, Nadeem said, "Rubina has come tonight. Rubina, when will you go home?" Hearing this, Rubina said, "I will make something for you. After that, I will leave." But Rubina said, "I will call my brother. I will go with him. You do one thing, you rest." Rubina left from there. As soon as she left, Nadeem thought that he should get the address of his house, and that's why he came out of his PG and started looking at her. But she was nowhere to be seen. Nadeem was surprised to see where Rubina could go so quickly. He also came a little further from the house and looked, but Rubina wasn't there either. He was very surprised to see this. But then he came back home. The next day, he decided to join the office.
I got ready and left the house. As usual, he saw Rubina on the way. Seeing her, he came to her and asked her in a conversation, "I followed you yesterday, but you don't know where she went so quickly." Hearing this, Rubina said, "I told you my brother was coming. I went with that. Don't think too much about it now. Let's go." "You should have rested, but you were still working." Hearing this, Nadeem said yes, because I don't want my salary to be cut. Similarly, I am on an internship. I don't get much salary. Once the internship is completed here, I will be in a good place, where I will not need to go to the office due to illness. Rubina didn't say anything on this. In a short time, when Nadeem's office arrived, Nadeem went to his seat and sat down and started working. He was working there when his senior came to him and said, "You don't feel well. So do one thing, you take a vacation. Don't worry, your salary will not be deducted." Nadim was very surprised to hear this, because these people were on vacation. There used to be crying over the name, and today these people are giving leave from the front. But now these people were speaking from the front. So Nadim also did not argue much and quietly came out with his bag. He was thinking of going home when suddenly Rubina came in front of him and said, "Today I also got discharged early. Let's go home together." Nadim speaks on this, "Every day? Let's do one thing. Let's go for a walk today. Anyway, we don't get a chance in the process of work and studies. Today, if we get a chance, let's hang out together." Rubina also agreed to this because she too wanted to spend some time with Nadim like this. The two of them walked from there to a park and sat there and started talking. After some time, Rubina nervously said, "I think we should leave here. I don't like this place." Hearing this, Nadim was very surprised because Rubina was very scared to look at someone, and when Nadim looked at that side, he saw a strange man in black clothes roaming around somewhere. Seeing this, Nadim asked her, "What's the matter, Rubina? Why are you so scared to see this man? Yes? Is this a relative of yours?" At this, Rubina shook her neck in the affirmative. After this, Nadim left with Rubina without arguing much. They both got out of there and went through a back path, where there was a temple nearby, and a coven was being performed in that temple at that time. When the smoke emanating from the coven was going into Rubina's nose, it was causing a lot of pain. At first, she remained calm and said to Nadim, "The air here is a bit strange. We should get out of here quickly." Then Nadim said, "There are a lot of trees around here. Because of the reason here, the air is rather fresh. I don't know why you look a little weird to me. Are you all right?" I don't know what Rubina was hiding. She didn't look perfect, but still said she was absolutely fine. She just has a headache and now she wants to go home and rest. Nadim also did not argue much on this and started taking him home. But after some time, Rubina started having difficulty breathing, and she spoke while taking a deep breath. "I'll talk to you tomorrow. I'm not feeling well right now, so I'm leaving quickly." After speaking, she started running away from there. During this time, Nadim was also following him. He was worried about her, but Rubina disappeared somewhere. Nadim was very surprised to see this. He also had a lot of voice, but Rubina was nowhere to be found. Rubina's behavior was very strange. Nadim could not understand what suddenly happened to Rubina. He looked around Rubina again and then came home. When he got home, he talked at his house and then sat down to read. In the evening, Rubina came to his house and told him that now she is absolutely fine.
Hearing this, Nadim said to her, "I came after you to talk to you, but you don't know where you disappeared. You moved too fast." Hearing this, Rubina did not say anything, just smiled. Then Nadim said, "Let's do one thing. Let's go out and eat out. On this pretext, you will also have a short walk. But now you're right, aren't you?" For this, Rubina said yes, and then both of them left from there. They were about to eat at a good restaurant when suddenly some boys came up to them, and one of them said, "This is what he..." Hearing this, the other boy said, "You are the one who has driven my brother crazy." Nadim was very surprised to hear this, but then he looked carefully that the boy he was before was familiar with his appearance. When he strained his mind, he found that this was the same boy he had been married to. Seeing this, Nadim said, "I did not even touch you, but you were coming again and again to take my claws. And how did your partner go crazy because of me? I didn't do anything. In fact, I was in the hospital myself." Hearing this, the boy spoke, "If you didn't do anything, how could my brother be afraid of you? And not only in his mind, but almost all his companions are afraid of you. I don't know what you've done to them." Hearing this, Nadim said, "I didn't do anything. All these people lost their minds and nothing else. One is that they tease the girls on the road. If someone comes to save them, they beat them up. I think he has been beaten up by a girl, and so that he's not insulted, that's why my name engaged. You guys get out of here now, or else I'll complain to the police about you."
Hearing this, the boy said, "It will be known who has done what. And I'm not afraid of anyone. Understand, if anything happens to my brother, I won't leave you or this girl." After speaking, they left from there. After they left, Nadeem said, "Rubina, I don't think all this is right. Have you or your brothers done anything with it?" On this, Rubina said, "I don't know what these people are saying, but what happened to them is good. It just happened. They were punished for what they did." Nadeem did not say anything on this, but now he felt very strange because whoever was harassing him was getting very upset. Will it happen again? Thinking of all this, Nadeem thought of something in his mind. The next day he went to the late office and had a brief argument with his senior. Because of this, he was also scolded a little. But Nadeem had a different intention. He wanted to see if something would happen to his senior here as well. When he went to the office the next day, his senior was not in the office. Seeing this, he understood. I knew something had happened to him too. When he asked his partner about this, he said that Sir's foot slipped while taking a bath in the morning, due to which he has been injured, and he is also in the hospital. Hearing this, Nadeem knew that whoever he was, he would not spare the one who troubled Nadeem. He also felt good in his heart that there was someone who cared so much about him. But now he wanted to meet that person. He seemed very happy when he came home from the office today. Seeing him like this, Rubina asked him, "What is the matter?" He is quite happy, he is visible. Then Nadeem said, "You don't believe, Rubina, but there is someone who always stands for me. Even if someone says something to me, then he gets the reward." Hearing this, Rubina said, "Are you happy with this?" Nadeem said, "Too much. Since childhood, I felt that I had to fight for myself. But now it's good that I have someone too. Whether I am right or wrong, he will always stand by me. But I want to know who he is." Hearing this, Rubina said, "Even if you come to know about this, what will you do? And by the way, no human being does so much for anyone else. You understand, don't you?" Meaning there must be something in his heart for that person. Hearing this, Nadeem said, "Yes, I understand. And if that's the case, I'll always love her just as much. I will create a world of my own with him, in which he and I will be, and with him I will achieve the position I want to do in this world." Hearing this, a smile appeared on Rubina's face. Looking at him, it was as if one of his wishes had been fulfilled.
She was silent for a while and then said, "Whatever is happening to you, whoever is doing something for you, I do not think it is of any use to any human being, so will you still be with her? I want to be the one who is doing all this for you." Hearing this, Nadeem remained silent for some time and then said, "How is this possible? You are a human being and it doesn't seem to be a human being's job." Then Rubina said, "I'm not a human being, but a genie. I fell in love with you on my first meeting, and it was only to spend time with you that I was meeting you in this way. But now I don't have to hide my truth. Will you still accept me?" Hearing this, Nadeem held Rubina's hand and kissed her and said, "Yes, you also came to me at first sight. I was just afraid to speak. But now it's all right." After this, Nadeem and Rubina started living together. Rubina was no longer able to see anyone except Nadeem, because of which both of them, they were living comfortably. Everything was going quite well between the two of them. During this time, one day some people in his office were going to get a promotion for work, and Nadeem's name was also in it. Although Nadeem was an intern, but seeing his work, he got this opportunity, and Nadeem wanted this promotion because he was giving a very good salary, and after the promotion, he would not have to push for work in another company. And for this, he was now ready to go to any extent. He had Rubina who loved him very much, and now he is helping her to get a promotion. Thinking of this, he said to Rubina, "Rubina, how much do you love me?" Hearing this, Rubina said, "This is also something to ask. I love you so much, and no one can even touch you while I am here." Hearing this, Nadeem said, "Rubina, I also love you very much, but I am a little upset. I haven't asked you for anything today, but I want to. Can you give me that?" Hearing this, Rubina said, "You ask for it." Hearing this, Nadeem was silent for a while, and then he said, "My promotion is being talked about, but there are other contenders for this promotion along with me. If you give me this promotion, it will be great." Hearing this, Rubina said, "That's it? Hey, you will get this promotion, don't worry." Hearing this, Nadeem was completely relieved because now he knew that he had just got the promotion, and a few days later, it happened. Rubina captured his senior and got him promoted. Nadeem was overjoyed by all this, and now he was the only one in his entire college who had high-paying job. Nadeem left the PG the next month and shifted to a flat, and now he started buying expensive things too. His family was very happy with his achievement because he was earning a lot of money at such a young age.
Now Nadeem was a little arrogant because he could do anything. Even if something was wrong, no one could harm his hair. He didn't even talk directly to anyone anymore and even kicked his junior badly. Rubina was also watching his changing behavior. But he has on this side didn't pay much attention because she loved him, and Nadeem's behavior was much better than him. He was very fond of her. So Rubina didn't even care about his changing behavior. During all this, there was a New Year party in the office, and in that party, Nadeem drank alcohol and teased a girl Urmi. Due to all this, his team leader Pradeep scolded Nadeem a lot. Nadeem, who was very arrogant, all this made him very angry and he grabbed his neck. The matter between the two of them had reached a scuffle. But all people somehow separated the two of them and asked both of them to leave the party. Nadeem came home from there and slept. The next day, when his intoxication subsided, he cried and spoke to Rubina. Rubina, forgive me.
I didn't want to do it, but I did all this because of my alcoholism. Rubina had seen the entire incident of the night. She was very angry that Nadeem was looking at other girls in this way. But when Nadeem apologized for his mistake, Rubina melted like wax. Nadeem knew that Rubina loved him very much, so she won't leave him. But now he wanted to take revenge on team leader Pradeep, and he could only take it with the help of Rubina. Nadeem knew that his job could be affected because of what happened in the night. And now he wanted to save his job by any means, and he did not even want to apologize for his mistake. So he said, I think I will lose my job after this accident. Hearing this, Rubina said, you apologize to yourself, then everything will be fine. Hearing this, Nadeem said, do you really think that all those people have forgiven me? We will. I have left so many people behind, and he is our team leader. He is already annoyed with me. But because of my good work, he is not able to do much. But now he's got his chance. Hearing this, Rubina was left wondering, as she could not see Nadeem upset. That's why she said, I don't know what to do. Then Nadeem said, look, these people want to remove me too, so I should leave. It's better for these people to come out. Hearing this, Rubina said in surprise, but this would be wrong. Then Nadeem said, these people are trying to kill me. They are also taking it out. This is also wrong. Look, if you want to help me, do it. If not, it's okay. I'll get pushed somewhere else. But after all this, I may not get work elsewhere. But no problem. I'll be with you anywhere. Nadeem burst into crocodile tears. Seeing this, Rubina felt very bad because she loved him very much, and so she agreed to help him. After this, Nadeem came to the office. After coming there, the MD called Nadeem and team leader Pradeep to the cabin about yesterday's matter. Nadeem knew that nothing will be said to him, so he was relaxed. At the same time, Pradeep also felt that he would not be told anything and Nadeem would be scolded. But Rubina had subdued the MD, because of which he said that what happened last night was not good at all. You both have something to say about it? Then the team leader said, last night this boy misbehaved with our colleague Urmi, which I protested against, and they started fighting with me. I don't think we need such people here. Then Nadeem said, what I did was wrong and I admit my mistake. What more can I say? Then his senior said that Nadeem has accepted his mistake, so end it here. Hearing this, the team leader said in surprise, sir, this is not a small thing. A person like this should be fired. But you're supporting him. Hearing this, his senior said, now you will tell me what I have to do? Get out of here now or I'll fire you. Hearing this, the team leader felt very bad. But there was nothing he could do about it, so he came out. He's among such people he didn't want to work, so he thought he would quit work. He gave the notice period and started looking for a job elsewhere. During this time, when the girl Urmi came to know about this, she also quit the job because she had to save her self-respect. After all this, Nadeem's respect was very low there. But it didn't seem to make any difference to Nadeem. Now because the team leader was about to leave, Nadeem wanted to come in his place. But he couldn't have come just like that, so he talked to Rubina about it.
Rubina explained to him that she achieved this position with hard work. But hearing this, Nadeem got angry, and Rubina was forced to obey him. Now Nadeem had become the team leader of the company, because of which he was very happy. He bought a new car and started roaming around with Rubina. His days were spent in fun, when he got a call from his father from the village that his elder brother's marriage had been fixed and he should come home for it. Nadeem went to the village with his shiny new car. Seeing this, everyone's mouth was left open. Nadeem wore very expensive clothes at his brother's wedding, because of which all the girls' attention was going towards him. All the girls started hovering around him to talk to him. Seeing all this, Nadeem was feeling very good. But he didn't give any girl any emotion. It's not that he doesn't want to talk to those girls, but Rubina was always around him, due to which he was forced to ignore everyone. Well, that's how Nadim's elder brother Abid's marriage got done. He had received a lot from the girl's side. But here Nadim was living as luxuriously as he could. Abid's earnings were not that much, that he used to work in Gurgaon and his salary was also enough to run his household. But like Nadim, he still did not have a car and his own flat. Abid said the same thing while drinking with everyone at night. Hearing this, his friend said, even though your luck is not as good as Nadim's, you are married and in such a situation, you can ask for some things from the girl's family as well. After all, you will feed their girl for the rest of your life. So that's all he can do. And anyway, you will use everything. All of this will be for his daughter, will it not? Abid also has this matter settled and he talked to his wife Hina about it that very night. He said, even though I am earning well, I still haven't bought so many facilities. And I didn't ask for it in front of me because I thought I would give you your sacrifices. But they didn't give anything. That's why I have to speak for myself. You ask your family for a car. Hearing this, Hina was surprised and she said, if you wanted something, you should have spoken earlier. What's the use of speaking now? You know the condition of my family. Still you're asking for a car? They are already in debt and I am not going to lend them anymore. Hearing this, Abid got very angry and started assaulting Hina on the first night of marriage. Hearing this, Rubina became very nervous and said, look Nadim, the sounds of beating are coming from your brother's room. Go and see. Nadim did not want to go, but he could not take the risk of arguing with Rubina. So he went and rescued both of them and took Abid out and asked the reason for this. Then he told her everything. Hearing this, Nadim said, look brother, you will not be able to compete with me. But yes, you should get everything you want and it should be given to the sister-in-law's family. But the matter could be handled with love. You did not need to fight. Hearing this, his father said, I do not understand why you are spoiling your house with a useless matter. If not now, then in a short time, you will find the car of your dreams. So why spoil your house with him now? Hearing this, Nadim said, sorry Abbu, but the pleasure of eating food is also when you are hungry. That's the age in which the car is fond of clothes. Where do you feel after you get older? Bhaijan, you talk to sister-in-law's family about this with love. Otherwise, we will see it later. Abid did the same. The next day, he spoke to Hina's father about it. Hina's father also told her that she should have talked about it before marriage and that he knows the situation in her house very well.
Despite that, he agreed to this marriage. So now he can't do anything. Hearing this, Abid got very angry and left without eating anything. The drink went. After coming home, he talked to Nadim about it. The Nadim said, I don't think sister-in-law's family will give money and you have the same responsibility as her daughter. So do one thing, get your sister-in-law to work too. If the father does not pay the right daughter, then I will give you a little. Abid was very happy to hear this, and after coming to work, he also put his new wife to work. Although Hina had no objection to this, she was working both at home and outside, due to which her health started deteriorating. Nadim, on the other hand, he gave some money to Abid so that he could buy a car. Rubina was very happy to see this because Nadim was helping everyone a lot. During all this, Hina, who was now often ill, she was completely in bed, due to which Abid called Hina's father and asked him to take her. Hina was perfectly fine before marriage. She had this condition within 3-4 months of marriage. Therefore, her family had come to know that if Hina was sent there again, it was not known whether she would survive or not. And thinking of this, Abid's family members, we did not force ourselves to get married, and we did as much as we could, but despite this, you have done this to our daughter. If you had told us earlier, we would not have given him to your house. Now we can't send him to you to die. And because of this marriage, no good family will be found elsewhere. So either let it go by itself, or we will go to the police. Things had gotten a lot worse now. Seeing this, Nadim's father was terrified. He has also seen a lot of poverty, and both his sons have just started earning. They didn't have much money, and even if they had given them their deposits, how could they get their daughters married? Thinking of this, he thought that it would be good if the matter was resolved somehow, so he talked to Abid about it and said that because of you, our whole family will be ruined. So correct your mistake and bring your wife back with respect. Hearing this, Abid said, you got me married to him without asking. And I'm not asking for much, I'm asking for a car. If he doesn't, we will earn together. They have objections to this also? Then his father said, when you live there alone, you used to eat out and wash your clothes in the laundry. That's why you've never had much trouble. But after your wife arrives, your wife is doing all these things. At the same time, she is also working outside. It's hard for any human being to do all this. So either make him do household chores, either help him outside or yourself. Then Abid said, why would I do these things like women? And is she the only woman who does both at home and abroad? Have you been? Look, do whatever you have to do, but I am not going to listen to you. Abid hung up the phone. Abid's father tried hard to handle the matter but to no avail, and Hina's father complained to the police. Because of this, Nadim's family was very upset, and so Nadim thought of taking Rubina's help. When she talked to Rubina about this, she said, look Nadim, your brother's fault is in all this. If he brings his wife respectfully, nothing like this will happen. Hearing this, Nadim said, what are you doing? Wife, you have to take care of your husband. You also do so much for me. And when she can't do that, quietly go to her father's house. But it's also killing us. Because of that, I am very worried about my family.
I might die worrying about it. After speaking, he burst into tears again. Rubina couldn't see him crying like that, so she said, don't cry like this. I'll do whatever you want. And if they don't agree, I'll go to any length. But don't worry. Rubina left after speaking. Gone. That evening, Hina was cooking at her parents' house when Rubina came there. She glanced at Hina and then got into her body. After all this, Hina got a sharp jolt and she became completely erect in her place. Meanwhile, Hina's younger sister noticed her and she came to her and started shaking her. Hina then stared at him and then slapped him hard. When the rest of the people of the house saw this, they scolded Hina. But it was as if it did not make any difference to Hina. And now Hina is going to kill all the people of the house without thinking. She started beating. Seeing this, her father said, I know you are not Hina. Tell me who you want and what you want. Hearing this, Hina said in a terrible voice, I am too. It should not matter to you. But you understand what I want from you. Take back the complaint you have made against Abid's family. Otherwise, I won't spare any of your family members. Hearing this, Hina's father got very angry. They came to know that all this was done by Abid so that he would not have to pay compensation. That's why he's doing all this. But if he backs off today, his daughter's life was already bad and will get worse. Thinking of this, he made up his mind, and with the help of the people around him, he locked Hina inside the room and left to fetch some tools from there. Rubina had come to know about this. He also knew that the exorcist could come and create trouble for him, so he thought of running away from there with Hina. There was also a door at the back of that room, and Hina escaped from there. Before leaving, he wrote a letter that if he did not withdraw the report tomorrow, he would kill Hina, and after that it would be the turn of the rest of the house. When Hina's father came back with Ojha, he was upset that he could not find Hina there. He saw Hina a lot, but she was nowhere to be found. Exhausted, he decided to withdraw the report because although he would have won the case, it would have cost him his family, and he did not want to lose his family. So he was forced to move on from all this. The very next day, he withdrew the report, and shortly after, Hina sent him the roof of his house, but she was found unconscious. Hina's father was happy that let's get his daughter back. Shortly after, Hina and Abid got divorced. Abid's father wanted to return all his belongings to Hina, but Abid flatly refused to give it. Hina's father also didn't say much because he wanted to stay away from all this. After all this, Abid was very happy because his work was done without any trouble. He thanked Nadim for this, and now he thought that he would marry a girl from a rich family who could bring him whatever he wanted. On the other hand, Rubina was very sad about all this, because today she had done a lot of wrong. She had harassed an innocent person like this. Because of this, she was upset with Nadim, but Nadim convinced him by talking sweetly. Everything was back to what it was before. During this time, there was a very big party from the office. A lot of big people were coming to that party, and the owner of a jewelry shop also came there with his daughter, Muskan. Muskan was no less than an angel to look at, and even though she did not want Nadim's attention, she went towards Muskan again and again.
It was a pay.
Seeing all this, Rubina was very angry, and so she said to him, "You were not like this before, Nadim. You're seeing another girl while I'm here." Now that he was in the party, Nadim could not talk to Rubina about it. Because of this, Rubina got very angry and left from there. After she left, Muskan came to her and said, "I've been watching you for a long time. Is it okay?" Rubina was not near him yet, and the smile itself came from the front. Because of this, Nadim got a chance and he said, "You are so beautiful that even though I don't want to, my attention was going towards you. I am sorry for that. I don't know what girls like about boys talking like this, that they get addicted to them." And the same thing was happening with the smile. After talking for a while, both of them changed their numbers, and then Nadim came home from there. When he came home, he saw Rubina sitting on the sofa in anger and turned away as soon as he came. Rubina was very precious to Nadim. That's why he lost her. Didn't want to, so he went up to her and put her head on his shoulder and said, "What's the matter? You're very upset with me." Hearing this, Rubina said angrily, "And you also know the reason for my upset. I couldn't imagine that you would do such a thing. I trusted your love," and Rubina started crying as you spoke to me. Seeing this, Nadim said, "Look, Rubina, how can I convince you that I was not looking at that girl? I liked the dress she was wearing for you, and if I had taken her picture, there would have been a ruckus. Go. So I was just looking at the design so that I could get a dress like that for you. I wanted to surprise you with this. But you have to tell me now." Hearing this, Rubina regretted her mistake and said, "Forgive me, Nadim. I didn't know it was the case." But Nadim felt that this was a good opportunity to take Rubina into the trap. So he said, "Yes, you don't trust me at all. I can understand. That's why you are always with me and start fighting with me by holding on to anything. But it's okay. I'll tell you, I love it, so I don't pay attention to these things." Hearing this, Rubina felt very bad and said, "Forgive me. After today, I won't do anything like that." Then Nadim said, "Okay, but let's do one thing. Don't be with me forever, because sometimes I want to surprise you and you're with me, so I can't give it to you. I also want to surprise my girlfriend sometimes, just like everyone else." Hearing this, Rubina said, "Okay, then from today onwards I will always stay at home and wait for you." "I will." Nadim was very happy to hear this, because now he could do anything. That's what happened the next day. He used to go to the office alone and started talking to Muskan in office hours and used to take something for Rubina while coming. Time started passing, and now Muskan and Nadim started meeting outside as well. Muskan's family knew about this, and since they were also Muslims, they did not object to it. After about 810 months, Muskan's father started asking Nadim for marriage. He had a jewelry shop, because of which their income was very good, and they were in dowry. They were also going to give a lot. Nadim did not want to let go of this opportunity, but if he marries Muskan, then Rubina will get very angry, and then he cannot say what to do. He was thinking about this when one day Muskan's father showed him a very luxurious bungalow and said, "How will my daughter live in that flat? So one thing to do is to shift to this bungalow after marriage." Nadim's eyes were veiled with greed, because of which he got an idea. He brought a dress for Rubina while coming from office one evening and said, "I want an office trip. I have to go out of the country a little for this, so you'll have to be alone here for a while." Hearing this, Rubina said, "But what will I do here without you? I also walk." Then Nadim said, "I am going there for work, Janeman, and I will have to get up and sit in a lot of people, due to which you may have some trouble because there are all men and women there. I don't want you to have a fight with me because of this, so you stay at home. I'll be back in 8 to 10 days and bring something for you when I arrive."
Rubina more on this. I can't say anything. She was so blinded by Nadim's love. He believed everything Nadim said. Nadim left from there and married with a smile and started living in his bungalow. Muskan was very happy with all this because she had no idea what game Nadim was playing with her. A few days later, Nadim came back to Rubina and told her everything was a lie. Nadim was no longer interested in Rubina, due to which he started living with a smile by talking about work every half a day. Initially, Rubina did not pay much attention to this. But now, this thing was starting to happen. When Rubina talked to him about this, Nadim started crying and said that you were not like this before. Now you've changed. You doubt me a lot. If that's the case, why don't you leave me? If you didn't trust me, Rubina wouldn't have said anything beyond that.
But now he had decided to find out all this. She reached Nadim's office, but during this time he hid himself from his powers, due to which Nadim could not see him. Nadim leaves the office after being discharged, went out, but he was not going to Rubina and was going somewhere else. Seeing this, Rubina was very surprised and she still started going along with him without saying anything. After a while, he saw that Nadim had stopped in front of the bungalow. He rang the bell and smiled inside. As soon as he entered, Nadim took Smile in his arms. Seeing all this, Rubina got very angry, and during this time her eyes fell on a picture on the wall which was of Muskan and Nadim's marriage. Rubina could not bear such a big betrayal, and now she wants to take revenge. He had once loved Nadim too much, and today his love was going to turn into hatred and take a terrible form. That evening, Muskan and Nadim were going out to eat. They both got ready and left the house. After eating, Muskan went to the bathroom. She was looking in the mirror and correcting her makeup when suddenly a terrible face started appearing in the mirror. Seeing all this, Muskan was very nervous and started running out of the bathroom in a panic. But the bathroom door wouldn't open. Now he has the same horrible face everywhere in that bathroom. She started screaming in fear. The sound of her screams was also going out, because of which people's attention was drawn to this. Somehow, the people opened the door and smiled out, but by then, Smile had fainted. They called Nadim. Seeing Muskan like this, he got very nervous and took her to the doctor. When the doctor checked Muskan, he found that she was absolutely fine. He gave Muskan an injection. After some time, Muskan regained consciousness. As soon as she came to her senses, she found Muskan in the bathroom. She remembered everything and started crying loudly. Seeing her like this, Nadim held her and asked the reason for her crying. Then Muskan told him the whole thing while crying. Hearing this, the doctor said, sometimes this kind of problem occurs due to lack of sleep or due to excessive stress. There is nothing to panic about. Get a good rest tonight and everything will be fine. After this, they both came back home. But Muskan was adamant that what she had seen in the bathroom was not a delusion of her mind and that she would not face it all again if you want to do something. After hearing this, Nadim understood that the one who had disturbed Muskan must be a ghost. Thinking of this, he talked to an Ojha about it. The exorcist removed the barrier of a smile and gave him an amulet to wear. The exorcist did not know that this was not the work of a ghost but of a jinn, and that is why Rubina did not have much trouble with it. A few days later, when Muskan and Nadim were sleeping at night, Muskan suddenly woke up to the sound of someone whispering. When he opened his eyes,
He found that that's the horrible woman lying down. Seeing this, Muskan got up in fear and started screaming. As soon as this happened, the woman also sat up and started saying something in her terrible voice. Muskan was very afraid of him, so he picked up the vase kept near him and hit the woman on the head. As soon as this happened, the terrible woman turned into Nadim. Seeing this, Muskan was very nervous because she had deceitfully hit Nadim with the vase, due to which his head had burst and blood was also oozing from it. He did not waste much time by supporting Nadim. She picked him up and took him to the hospital. The doctors were surprised to see Nadim's condition. Muskan couldn't tell them that she was the one who had caused her to do this, so he said that Nadim had fallen down the stairs. Nadim's life was saved, but now he was very angry. When he came to his senses, Muskan told him everything. Hearing this, Nadim was now a little suspicious. A few days later, he spoke to another exorcist, and after doing all the investigations, he said, "Your wife is under the shadow of a genie, and he is making her do all this. B. It is possible that someone has left this genie on your wife. Do you suspect anyone?" Hearing this, Nadim remembered how those two people had lost their jobs because of him, and not only this, Hinna's life had also been spoiled. He was now beginning to feel that one of these three had done all this. To find out, he hired a private detective, to find out who is doing what in their life. Then he came to know that team leader Pradeep had got a job in an even better place, due to which he was very happy. Even that Urmi had also joined another company and was going to get married in some time. That is, she was also very happy. Hina is at her parents' house. She has taken a job in one place, but she does not get much money in it.
Her father wants her to get married again, but she doesn't want to. That is, Hina was very upset. Due to all this, Nadim was convinced that it was Hina who got jealous and got rid of this sin on Muskan so that the married life of both of them would be spoiled. Thinking of all this, Nadim plans to kill Hina, and for this he thought of taking Rubina's help. He went to Rubina and shed crocodile tears and said, "Rubina, look what that Hina has done to me. He thinks his life has been ruined because of me. That's why he wants to kill me. You finish him, otherwise she'll kill me." Hearing all this, Rubina got very angry and grabbed Nadim's neck. Her beautiful face looked quite terrible today. The eyes looked so terrible that Nadim's eyes were dry. And then Rubina said, "Do you think you will cheat on me and I will not know? You today have seen my love, but today you will see my anger. I am the one who dwells over your wife, and I will torture you both to death." Now before Rubina could do anything, Nadim took out some white thing from his pocket and put it on Rubina. Wherever the white thing fell on Rubina's body, her skin was scorched. Then Nadim smiled cunningly and said, "Why do you think you have been with me for so long? So I wouldn't be afraid. I found your knot before I found you."
Salt, iron or the devil are yours. It's a weakness, by right. You have done a lot of work for me, Rubina. You made me very happy both physically and mentally. But now I want a pause in my life. Luckily, I'm married to a very rich girl, so that I can get out of my poverty now. I don't need you anymore, but you can stay with me if you want. Hearing this, Rubina got very angry and rang to kill him again. But then Nadim again poured that white powder, that is salt, on him. Rubina was badly burnt. Seeing this, Nadim said, "You be powerful, Rubina, but nothing can harm me, so it's better not to get in my way." After speaking, Nadim left from there. But there was a lot going on in Rubina's mind. Rubina came out of there and came to his house. But this time she couldn't go inside the house. Seeing this, Rubina got very angry. She wanted to take revenge on Nadim by doing anything. So she went to Nadim's village from there and subdued his mother and broke his father's head. When Nadim came to know about this, he came to the village. He was very angry. However, his father's life was saved. But as long as Rubina was there, it could all happen again. So he met with several exorcists and found a solution. Blinded by the fire of revenge, Rubina had no idea what Nadim was going to do to her. When Nadim reached his house, he did not see his mother anywhere. He searched for her a lot of places, but she couldn't find him anywhere. At the same time, his sister said, "Bhaijan, Ammi is not at home. He has been missing since the attack on Abbu. I don't know where she will be." She cried as she spoke. Hearing this, Nadim came out of the house and called his mother. Began to search. Her mother's body was occupied by Rubina, and Rubina was a genie. So in such a situation, Nadim had some idea of where she would be. Genies cannot live on earth. So either she would be on a tamarind tree or in a closed house. There was a house in Nadim's village which was closed for a long time, and Nadim had realized that Rubina would be there. When Nadim went inside the closed house, he did not find anyone there. But then the next moment he heard Rubina's voice. "So you are here, but I won't leave you so easily.
I will punish you as well as your family for breaking trust." Hearing this, when Nadim looked in the direction of the sound, he saw that his mother was clinging to the wall like a lizard and was looking at him with a terrifying mouth. Seeing this, Nadim was also scared for some time. But then the next moment he strengthened himself. With this, his mother came directly on top of him. During this time, Nadim remained very calm. Now, before Rubina could harm him, Nadim again threw salt at his mother. As soon as this happened, his mother screamed loudly, and with that, Rubina came out of her body. Rubina got very angry with all this and she said, "I will not leave you so easily if you are not your mother." Then, Rubina grabbed her mother by the neck and lifted her in the air, but now before she could kill her, Nadim started chanting a mantra. The effect of those mantras was such that Rubina was in a lot of pain. He left her mother and put his hand to his ear. But Nadim didn't stop there. He also started pouring salt on Rubina while chanting mantras. Due to this, Rubina started crying and started asking him to leave her. But Nadim didn't stop there. In a short time, Rubina had become extremely weak. Seeing this, Nadeem took out a mirror from himself and said that if you want to escape, then go inside this mirror right now. Rubina knew that if she went to that mirror, she would be imprisoned in it until the mirror broke, so she did not go to that mirror. Seeing this, Nadeem got very angry and started pouring salt on Rubina while chanting the mantra again. Rubina had become extremely weak. His whole body was scorched. So now, even though he didn't want to, he had to listen to her and go inside that mirror. With this, Rubina was imprisoned in that mirror. At the same time, Nadeem started living his life well. He had no shortage of anything now, and that is why he got his sisters married into very good families. But now, because there was no need for him to be afraid of Rubina, so he was more spoiled than before, and he didn't think of the girls as anything beyond him. What's next? Will Rubina be able to get her revenge by being free from that captivity? We'll find out in the next section. However, look at Rubina played his very good side. Otherwise, if a Jinnazadi is very angry, then she can do very bad. But she had fallen madly in love with him. See, she also has some feelings inside her, and she came to humans to fulfill those feelings. But as it has always been the nature of man, he is always selfish, as Nadeem can be seen here. And secondly, despite meeting so much in his life from Rubina, he is attracted to other girls. And when he is satisfied with them, he will be attracted to a third girl. And so its greed is only increasing. So if you look at Nadeem here, it is very important to get punished in actual. So let's wait for the next part. I will prepare it very soon and share it with you. So friends, this was our story today. How did you like the story? Please do tell me by commenting in the comment box. And also, those who haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please subscribe to the channel. Take care of yourself and your family. I will meet you soon with a new story. Thank you.